from my perspective, with the business school students, I think the main goal is to give them an immersion experience in innovating in the space of medical technology, and give them the opportunity to work closely with students in other disciplines, engineering, medicine, science, to also work with some of the physicians in the medical school to get a first-hand experience about the process of identifying medical needs, figuring out whether there is a market for a product that would address these needs, and go through the whole process of refining the needs, refining the market, refining the business opportunity, working with the engineers and the medical school students to come up with products that would address the needs, and develop a plan from getting their idea out of their head and into the market. The students are in multidisciplinary teams, so at the beginning of the course, the first quarter, the first month, they work on their own. So what happens is when the students take the course, they are first given a list of medical needs. Each of them picks one that attracts their interest, and then they work to research the need for the first month to identify, is it real? Is it big enough to be worthwhile the effort to develop a product that addresses the need? And then at the end of the month, they present to each other what they have found. And depending on whether there are any common interests, then they form multidisciplinary teams. The typical team would have one MBA student, a couple of engineers, and one medical school student. They take the next month, they start brainstorming about ways to address the need. And given who my collaborators are, most of the solutions we have coming out of this brainstorming are mechanical solutions. Other thing that is going on in the background that you don't see in the course, but without that the course would not be possible, Paul Yock has been running this fellowship program. It's a one-year program, and these fellows are essentially the teaching assistants for the course. So before we even start teach the course, we have a group of 10 fellows who spend 3 months in the hospital identifying these medical needs. These fellows bring these needs and present them to the students, and in parallel to the course, they also explore their own needs. So what is typically happening is that some of the ideas that the fellows work on are ideas that they pursue further.
My name is Paul Yock. I'm a cardiologist and a gizmologist. Like to try to develop new devices. And with Stefanos have been running the Biodesign innovation class, and a few other colleagues as well that are inventors and technology developers. You were asking about what happens to the technologies that come out of the class. And we actually, we have a little secret about this class. So we find real medical needs, and we put very smart young interdisciplinary teams on them, and presto, some real inventions happen. So in the past 5 years of running the class and the fellowship, we've actually had 5 technology platforms that have been commercialized, venture-backed actual entities. There are a couple of things that happen with the cross-disciplinary mix. One thing is, for certain, it sparks creativity. So innovations happen with collisions, either people entering a new field or people from different fields coming together. And the kind of disjointedness or the real leap forward of ideas happens with those kinds of scratchy, interfaces between disciplines. So that's the most important thing. The other thing is to really understand a medical need, characterize the solution well, and then figure out how to implement it into a technology that'll actually make it into patient care. We just talked about medicine, engineering, and business. All 3 of those components are necessary, and you have to have teams that work together to do that.